about power than men's sexual fantasies, I have noticed. And
presumably an imbalance of power.
Yeah, where they're on the weaker side. And I don't think women want to be dehumanized or ignored or treated like children. I don't think that. But the kind of novels that sell, sex novels that sell to women, are not sexually arousing to men at all.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at female co-workers getting rejected by men. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you check out the members area down below if you are interested in getting more weekly videos, supporting the channel, that sort of thing. But otherwise, let's jump right into it. Having women like this in the workplace just makes everything even more unsafe.
Has anyone else noticed how toxic it is to work in an all-female workplace? Like, I started my new job and I was so happy because I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be all girls. During my training, my manager asked me a question and I forgot the answer, and she was like, you decided not to remember that? Like, you chose not to remember that? Oh my god. Every time one of the girls clock off, all the other girls are talking crap about her. And then they think I'm weird because I won't talk to anyone. Like, I go there to work and I will not talk to anyone. Because, like, they hate each other. And the worst part is that they pretend to be best friends.
Ask any man, hell, even a lot of women, and they will tell you that a female-dominated workplace is a living nightmare oftentimes.
So this girl went into the bathroom of her job, propped the camera up to say, the dudes at the job be flirting with all the other girls and none of the dudes split with her. Then proceed to do a whole 360 and say, I know it's probably because of the way I'm shaped, but damn.
Flirting with a female co-worker is a great way to land a meeting with your unfriendly HR rep. Sounds like a terrible idea.
The people of the Me Too movement are now facing consequences because it says more male managers are avoiding mentoring women or meeting alone with them. And, you know, I can't even fault the men in this situation because, I mean, all it takes in 2025, all it takes is a dude saying the wrong joke or misreading a situation and he's just in jail or fired. Especially this day and age when everyone is just like so sensitive.
It doesn't even need to be that extreme. If a man looks at a woman the wrong way, he's ruined.
And it's really smart of men to not be in a situation where they are alone with a woman. Like that's just smart. Because all it's going to take is for her to say one thing and you to try and deny it. But ultimately, she's a woman, so people are just going to automatically take her side and then you're just screwed. But I don't think you have to go. I don't think men have to go as far as like avoid being alone with women.
The harsh truth is the only way to be safe from women like this is to just completely avoid them.
I think some of the accountability has to be on women having good judgment. Because all of those girls in the Harvey Weinstein case said that they went to his house at 2 a.m. to like for an audition. Like, bruh. Women are the smartest species in the world. How were they all so dumb to believe that an audition would take place at somebody's personal home at 2 a.m.? Come on now.
Common sense goes out the window if it means being able to get a job in a big movie. The frustrating part is how that bike probably belonged to the guy standing next to it.
I was in a live today where someone in the comment section brought up what they believe to be massive figures, massive statistics of the amount of men that are afraid to give CPR to a woman in public for fear of being accused of SAing that person because they might accidentally touch their breasts. And it's referring to this.
Considering how many women have sued men after giving them CPR, that number seems a little low.
Whoa, what's going on? Oh no, my lord. I'm having a husband. smoking again. Just come out. Sorry, let's reverse. Reverse. See what the problem is. It's large. Oh, yeah. That's smoking. Look. Shit. Just want to have it. I'm gonna detach it. I'm gonna have to get a hammer. Bash up, bash down, bash around.
We live in a world where seeing a modern woman with a power drill is enough to just make you go, maybe that's a bad idea.
Tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never. 41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted and kidnapping.
False accusations can do a catastrophic amount of damage to an innocent man's life.
This is the woman who accused him of those crimes, 20-year-old Angela Yurimova. Police in Middletown Township said Yurimova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck. Yurimova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail.
$1 million bail simply based on an accusation from a woman with virtually no evidence. That is disgusting.
A new complaint now states Daniel Pearson was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yurimova admitted to her lies.
How could it have taken a month for the authorities to realize that woman was clearly lying?
The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point in the video did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yurimova claimed the vehicle took. Yurimova was called to the DA's office for questioning last Thursday, and because of more inconsistencies in her story, she was called back in on Friday. That's when the complaint states Yurimova admitted that she had lied about the entire incident and that no assault occurred.
If she didn't confess, that guy would have still been in jail and no investigations would have actually happened.
Yurimova said she had seen Pearson and his truck before in the parking lot of her old job and that he was, quote, creepy. All charges against Pearson have been dropped. And now Yurimova is the one facing charges. She is currently in jail and is due back in court sometime later this month. And according to that criminal complaint we got our hands on earlier today, Yurimova told police that she was going to admit to them at some point that she had lied about this entire situation. At some point she was going to tell them that before the court proceedings. She also told police that she admitted to her father that she had lied about all of it.
A false accusation can have devastating consequences for a man. He can lose his job, his reputation, even his family. It is no laughing matter and needs to be punished severely, in my opinion.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50.
There should be some kind of a policy where if you try to shame a coworker for something, you just get fired, honestly.
In 2017, I was named a Time Magazine Person of the Year for my contribution to...
When?
2017.
You were the Time Person of the Year?
With a group of silence breakers of the Me Too movement.
Wow.
And I spoke out against sexual harassment at a certain network. And I think the problem with the Me Too movement is that they didn't have a good enough, a short and simple way to explain to women, first of all, the legal differences between sexual harassment and sexual assault.
There is no difference in the eyes of these women. They use both terms freely and inaccurately, might I add.
And it all got commingled. And all of a sudden people would say to me, "But did he touch you?" And I'd be like, "No, but he offered me a job. And then when I didn't go to his hotel room, that job disappeared." That's called sexual harassment. Yeah, but he didn't touch you. So they got really confused about sexual assault because it all got commingled. So when the original hashtag #MeToo was invented by Tarana Burke, it was meant to highlight women who had been sexually assaulted as children or even as women. But then when white women co-opted the hashtag #MeToo, they threw in sexual harassment, and the whole bailiwick became confusing for America. The backlash is real.
I think the Me Too movement really did a lot to destroy the trust that was between men and women.
I'm going to be a total bitch, and I'm going to get rid of who I have to get rid of, and I'm going to hurt people's feelings, and I'm going to laugh when people cry, and I'm going to own it.
You're not going to motivate a male coworker to help you with threats. Men don't actually work that way.
Female sexual fantasies tend to be much more about power than men's sexual fantasies, I have noticed. And
presumably an imbalance of power.
Yeah, we're there on the weaker side. And I don't think women want to be dehumanized or ignored or treated like children. I don't think that. But the kind of novels that sell, sex novels that sell to women, are not sexually arousing to men at all, I have found. And again, they're all about being dominated.
The rise of quote-unquote book talk really shined a light on just how ridiculous some of the female fantasies actually are.
I'm really bothered by it. I just want to be totally clear. I don't like that. I don't like all the weird power dynamic stuff. But they like it. And so to tell me the Me Too movement is about making men less aggressive sexually because women hate male sexual aggression, you're just lying. That's just not true. Well, do you take a poll of women? Do you care what they think? Do you know what they think? No, of course they have no idea what women think. They don't care.
A lot of modern women are just a series of contradictions. That's why what they want just makes no sense.
Bring back yearning, bring back yearning, bring back yearning. Why aren't we yearning? Why aren't the men yearning? Why aren't the men yearning? Yearn.
Men aren't yearning for women like this because there is nothing worth yearning for. It is that damn simple.
Going into Barnes & Noble, look for men. Here we go. Just women so far. Women and kids. And couples. So many couples. No, nothing. Nobody. No. Couples. Not a single. Not one single man. I'm gonna be single forever.
You gotta love how women like this just assume every store just sells husbands. Men just want to be left alone, man.
Okay, so I need y'all to be dead but honest. Do I look mean? Do I look mean or like unapproachable? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been going to the gym for 3 years now, and one guy has approached me in the gym. One guy. I can name the situation. One guy. So I'm like, there's gotta be something wrong. Like, why do people not want to like talk to me? And not like in a sappy way, like I'm genuinely curious. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm like literally wearing bright pink right now. Like, is that not approachable? I think it is. Okay.
Once again, modern women told men to leave them alone. That is exactly what men did, and this is the end result.
A genuine question for people that live in New York. How are you finding men to date? I'll be out at a bar. I'm out with my friends. I'm like, am I approachable enough? Because no one comes up to me, ever. Maybe I'm chopped, I don't know. And before you say, oh, we'll just go up to them, I'm not built like that. You go on the apps and it's like Hinge and it's just like the 5 personalities recycled over and over again. The same prompt answers, all of it. Trying to get on Hoppy for like forever because everyone's talking about it. But I swear I've been waiting weeks to get approved. I need to know, do I just wait it out or do I accept my fate and just become a nun?
It's not the city she's living in. Dating culture has become so toxic that men have just walked away. It doesn't really matter what city it is.
Once upon a time in New York, you could walk past a group of guys. A couple of them will lock in on you. One of them will decide, oh no, I'm going for it. Start walking with you 10 blocks. Talking to you, trying to get to know you, trying to get your phone number or your social media accounts. He would commit to the bit. Like, no, I'm walking with you. Wherever you going, I'm going with you. Because I want that number. I want that information. I'm trying to get with you. For real.
Nowadays, doing that will get you a police record or get blasted online. It's just not worth it.
Like, they would commit. They would yearn. You'll be walking down the street, a man see you in his car, he start following you in the car. And it wasn't even creepy. It was like low-key romantic because he really wanted to run down on you so bad. He was willing to take a detour from the way he was going to now go where you're going because he want to talk to you because you look that good. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the men in New York stopped doing these things.
What she's describing is what a lot of modern women would call harassment. We don't do that. If you would like to